O tēnā rā koutou, kātoa toa. Kaya tēnei, kaya ruarangi Aotea, Matiaha, Te Aroa Hatai, Te Rangi Pū Atata. Young CEO for the Ngai Tahumakakanui Iwi Trust. Just got a little message for you out there. If you're from Ngai Tahumakakanui, or if you're from one of the tribes of Ngai Tahumakakanui, that's the Ngai Tahumakakanui the first, Ngai Tahumakakanui the second, the Ngai Tatura the second, Ngai Tahumakakanui the third, the Ngāti Rā Kainui, the Ngai Tahu Puriri, the Ngai Tao Matarahi the first, the Ngai Tu Wharekia, Ngai Pārehina, Ngai Tauira, Ngai Tao Mataura, the Ngāti Waipu Horo, all those tribes, and the tribes of the Ngāti Waipu Horo and Ngai Tao Mataura are all the Ngai Takitaki Tu the first of Ngāti Te Kai, Ngai Takitaki Tu the second of Ngai Te Puku, all those tribes. If you're from any of those tribes, you've got to register with the Ngai Tahumakakanui Iwi Trust. Get hold of a registration form. You'll find forms on our website. That's the Ngai Tahumakakanui.wix.com /Ngai Tahumakakanui 1. That's the website, www. And get on there, grab yourself, download a registration form and fill it out. You got to be 18 to fill out a registration form, and you got to be from one of those tribes. Of course, after the Ngāti Waipu Horo, the way I'm the sequence that I'm using for the naming of our tribes, actually from senior to junior. And so after the Ngāti Waipu Horo, the Ngai Tu Te Whangaterangi of Waipu Horo, the Ngai Takitaki Tu the second of Ngai Te Puku, the Ngai Tu Te Whangaterangi, Ngāti Hikarahui, Ngāti Kai Paruparu, the Ngai Te Kaumuana, Ngāti Hikarahui, Ngāti Te Pākaiahi, Taiatua no Yakoutou, Ngāti Te Rangitatai. So, and from Ngāti Te Rangitatai through Noho Kokonga and Taura Haraki Ma. Of course, you get Ngai Te Whatsuia Piti, the true father being of Te Whatsuia Piti, his true father, of course, being Tākaha of the sixth line of Te Rangitataia of Ngāti Te Waipu Horo, from whom came Te Whatsuia Piti, and of course the Ngai Te Whatsuia Piti. Through there, and all those tribes, including Tumapuhia, Rangi, Ngāti, Hikawera, all those tribes, Te Upoko Irikite, we call them by the, that's the, I'm not sure whether it was Mokopuna or daughter of Te Whatsuia Piti, I can't recall at the moment, but they, Te Upoko Irikite is her proper name. So we call it Ngai Te Upoko Irikite. And of course there's Te Wawahanga, the Tuakana, from Te Whatsuia Piti, and Te Manawakawa, Te Manawakawa. And through there, of course, you get the Hāwea and all those people. Well, they are all tūturu Ngai Tahumakakanui. They may have links into Kahungunu and stuff like that, but they're actually tūturu Ngai Tahumakakanui, and so that's why I'm naming them in this line. We go all the way down through there, through te whatsia piti entu nā kai whakairi Ngāti Mauri Tu, that's the people of Whatahoro. That was his chieftain line, Ngāti Mauri Tu. Whatahoro Nui, of course, came from there, and then from there all the lines of the Whatahoro, and of course the famed Whatahoro, who became a writer in the 1850s, early 1850s, 1851, 52. Nā ia, ka tihi atu I te nuinga o ngā kōrero, ka whiwhi atu rā I a mātai o Ngai Tahumakakanui. Ka riro rā ki āhau, me taku reo take, I roto Ngai Tahumakakanui, I roto o te atiawa. Kaua ia Ngāti Apa, ka haure. Ia te atiawa, no runga o Aoteawaka, no runga anō o Mātātuawaka. Yeah, so our whakapapa comes through our senior line, which comes through Mātātuawaka, through our tope, through Whakara, and of course the direct line through Awa and to Te Atiawa as well, and through Te Atiawa and through Te Kāhui Maunga and Ngāti Te Whiti. Yes, so and of course my whānau, my father's line, Iruira Te Aroha Matiaha. Matiaha was our tipuna from Mairoto Te Atiawa, okay? I roto Te Mateho, Ngāti Te Whiti. And yeah, Matiaha was one of the chiefs of the Tamate Uawa, Kariro Atura ki roto Pōnek, ana. I reirara moe atu ki roto te wairarapa I roto I te wā o te tatau pōinamu. There was a peace treaty signing between the tribes at war, in the musket wars, and Matiaha was one of those chosen to replenish lines among the Ngai Tahumakakanui. That was our proper tribal name, was Ngai Tahumakakanui. It wasn't Kahunu as people were saying, but of course that, you know, all those sorts of influences and that came through, you know, Pākehā influences were also encroaching on a lot of things. Obviously, you know, the Pūatua was taking its toll, and that influence came from up north. You know, so it flooded in the 1816 to 1820s. You know, the Pūatua, named by our ancestor Nukupewa, who called it the Pūatua, because, you know, it was like that very much an atua, the Pū to him, so, you know, they held it in awe. And actually, our ancestors didn't use it as the killer weapon, see? But when you heard it, koina I ki atua, he Pū atua, when you heard it, it was like God talking to you, you know, kia tūpata, mahara, whai atu koe I te wāhi takotohuna, nunumi atura, you know, all the numi kau atu. And so, yeah, koina nā, I riro atua I tērā ingoa, te Pū atua. And that came from Nukupewa, of course, one of our great generals of the time, Nukupewa of Ngai Tahumakakanui. He's actually Tūturu Ngai Tahumakakanui. For a long time, the Ngāti Hikawera and Ngai Tū Mapuhi Ārangi of Te Whatu Piti always thought he was from them. He linked into them, but his kaha is actually through Tahumakakanui. And so, koina. Yeah, rākai whakairi all the way down through to, and they link in with Ngāti Ira Tūroto, Ngāti Te Hiha and all those. Yeah, it was from that link of rākai whakairi and Ira Tūroto, of Ngai Tutura Teina, of the Teina line. So Ngai Tahumakakanui the first is the Tuakana line of Tutura, and ngai kuwai mara Ngāti Rākau Whakairi and all them tū te miha. All those tribes that came down through those lines, and of course our most junior tribes then were actually the Ngāti Ira Tūroto. But before them is Iranui, and after them is Ngāti Ira Roa, and then after them is Ngāti Ira Tūroto. Of course from Ngāti Ira Tūroto came Ngāti Kai Tanata, and of course through there, and Ngāti Te Hiha, and all those tribes. Of course you got the tribal group of Ngāti Moeteo, which is part Ngai Tara and also part Ngāti Ira Tūroto of Ngai Tahumakakanui. So Ngāti Moeteo wasn't just Ngai Tara, and of course our people holding the ancient line, the Tuakana ancient line, and also holding much of the rangatiratanga in the region at the time of their marriage. Ngāti Moeteo hasn't actually learnt how the kaha was organised between those tribes in those times. So they actually take the Ngai Tara line as being the iwi line, which is untrue. And I think you'll find in history most iwi lines, actually most kaha kanui lines, in fact, apart from iwi hapu consistency lines and iwi hapu consistency lines, even iwi lines were either male or female. But in terms of an iwi nui or an iwi of today, they descend, their kaha descends through only the male line. See, so that is why for Ngāti Moeteo we interpret them as Ngāti Ira Tūroto. Yes, linked through Moeteo, they're very special link to Taraika, Taranohu, and of course coming back to Ira Tūroto, Te Whiringa Rākau was her husband. He was the last ariki of the Ngāti Te Hiha of Ngāti Ira Tūroto, the teinas of the tino teina of Ngai Tahumakakanui. They're a famed teina too, very, very good teina. We had a lot of very strong, powerful teina, just like tuakana. You know, we have very powerful tuakana. So you see they right through all our kōrero, our whakapapa and whakapapa kōrero. So we have both in high esteem. You know, we never had, and in fact the only class we really had, you know, there was really not much distinction between the chiefs and the people. And in fact the people were always the big chief anyway, you know, never the actual chief. But to a degree, you know, chiefs had their authority and they had to use it when they had to nā reira ka mahi e rātai. But one of the things I just want to say, that while I'm giving over all this kōrero about our whakapapa kōrero and kōrero and whakapapa, raupapa, whakapapa, tāpapa tuinga me te tāpapa atu o ngā kōrero ra. I've been asked to give over that kōrero and ask for all you people, koutou rā, kai te wairoa, kai roto here here tāng, kai roto manga pōike, kai roto anō tūtū o te kawa, kai roto anō whakaki, rua ki turi, e rā wāhi o Ngai Tahumakakanui, o Ngai Tauira, o Ngai Parehina, o Ngai Tū Wharekia, o e rā katoara, Ngai Tahumakakanui Mānu, koutou katoara mai I kona taiatira ki kai koura, taiatira ki kai koura I ngā tuakana I roto titura, taiatira hoki kia koutou o roto Ngāti Ira Tūroto, Ngāti Moe, kai tangata Ngāti Mahanga, koutou katoa Mahanga Pūhua,